Alright, here we are going on a hike at the Taum Sauk section of the Ozark Trail. And I'm at the trailhead here at Catcherside Mountain. I think you can see it in the background. So getting ready to head up this trail. Probably gonna hike 3 days, 3 nights. That's my plan. So hike, camp, hike the next day, camp, and then turn around there and start heading back. You can see my truck back there behind me here at the trailhead. So hopefully when I get back, my truck's still here and not vandalized or anything. But anyway, I'm excited to get a little trail time in. Just finished school, my student teaching at Trico High School. So I got about a week off. It's December 18th today. So get a little hike in before Christmas time. So it should be some nice weather and a good day to be out on the trail. A couple days anyway. So I'll check in with you in a little bit. All right, about 1 mile into the trail so far, and it's awesome. I love it. Beautiful. Just kind of pan around, show you what I'm walking through right now. There's the trail right there going that way. Most of it's been like moss covered, and going up to this rock, it's really cool. I'm kind of looking down over a canyon now. It's hard to make out in the video, but so far so good. Loving it. 1.1 miles in. Beautiful trail. Hey, what's up? Update, I guess number 3. This is the first spot I've come to with a pretty decent view. You can see out behind me. Good view. A little bit of logging going on over there, which kind of mars the view a little bit, but otherwise, loving this trail. I love hiking in the wintertime, or the fall, wintertime. Leaves are off the trees, you can see better. As you can see, I'm got earbuds in right now. I'm listening to a hiking podcast. So I like to download a few podcasts when I come out, help pass the time when I'm walking. And other times I take the headphones out and just listen to nature and enjoy it. But help me chew up some miles by listening to a podcast. Trail's going great. Been climbing for a little bit now. It's about, I don't know, 55 degrees, maybe not that warm, probably about 50 degrees, so sweating a little bit, but I'm a sweater, which is one of the downsides of me hiking, is no matter how cold it is, I just sweat, which sucks. So when I end up stopping, I get a little chilly because I'm all wet, but it's part of the game. Anyway, I didn't check the GPS, but I bet I'm probably 3 miles in now. At about 6 miles, I'll get to Taum Sauk Mountain State Park. So that'd be pretty cool. I've been there before hiking with the wife and kids. So probably about halfway to that. I'm not gonna do crazy miles today. I'll probably do, I don't know, 12 or so, 10 to 12. Find a cool spot to camp and set up and just chill. Just getting out to relax, not trying to kill myself. So going good. Got my Granite Gear backpack on. You can kind of see it back there. And then here you can see got like an Army surplus chest rig, which I got. Keep my phone in here, some extra batteries, stuff like that. Battery charger here, and I keep the tripod for my phone in there too, so, and a flashlight. So stuff I'll need right away, I kind of keep up front. That way I don't have to take my pack off to get to it. But that's my setup for today. Oh, and I'm using a hiking stick, good old hickory hiking stick that I made a couple years ago instead of my trekking poles. Just trying things out, see how that goes. Kind of over trekking poles. I mean, they're good for like big mountains and stuff, but I don't know, they're annoying to use just for a normal old hike. So that's why I went with the hiking stick today. But I do like to have something. That's about it. I'll probably, when I get to Taum Sauk State Park, I'll probably sit down for a little bit, take the pack off, rest for half hour or so, and I'll check back in with you there. All right, deuces. Okay, so full confession, so far I thought this trail was pretty easy. Not a lot of hills, especially compared to the Appalachian Trail. I thought it was pretty easy. Well, I'm wore out now, so this hike up out of this holler, a lot of switchbacks coming up, and got a good sweat going, heavy breathing. And while it's not nearly as hard so far as like some of the hills on the AT, it definitely gives you a workout. So if some of my buddies that go hike the AT want a good warm up, we need to come over here and do the Ozark Trail a few times. This Taum Sauk section anyway has some pretty good ups and downs in it. Kind of get you ready, well, as ready as you can be, because the ups and downs on the AT freaking suck. But so far so good, enjoying it. Weather's beautiful. A while back I just passed some random four-wheeler that's like wrecked on the side of a freaking mountain. It's been there for, I don't know how, it's covered with leaves, but it's kind of spooky and weird and random out in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know how I got it there, but I took a picture of it. I'll insert that in the video, but it's kind of weird. But yeah, it's going pretty good. I still haven't checked my mileage yet on my GPS. I'm usually hesitant to do that just because it's never as far as I think it is. So it's kind of demoralizing when you feel like you've gone 4 miles and you've only gone like 2 miles. So anyway, I'll keep adding updates as we go along. Trying not to shake too much. It's hard to walk. I'm just holding this with a little tripod, so doing the best I can. Anyway, I'll keep adding updates. Probably next one will be when I get to the Taum Sauk Mountain State. It's a cool tree. When we was here last time, I remember I got a picture of Tasha and I think Cohen got up on that thing, my wife and my son. So I don't know. I'm at Taum Sauk State Park now, and there's several of these trees that are bent like that. So I've always heard that it was like Indians, Native Americans did that as markers for trails. I don't know. Whether that's true or not beats me, but cool tree. All right, here we are. The lighting's not very good for this, but this is probably the best view on this entire trail here at Taum Sauk State Park. You can see like down behind me, it's just freaking beautiful. It's awesome. Amazing. This is a cool park if you ever just want to come over here for a day hike. A little bit further down this trail is actually the highest waterfall in the state of Missouri. So I'm anticipating that it'll be bone dry because we haven't had hardly any rain at all. But if you guys ever, I forget the name of the falls, but it's at Taum Sauk State Park if you ever want to take a day hike over here. Like I know the lighting's behind me, so you probably can't see anything hardly, but I'll turn you around. This view is just amazing. I love it. It's so beautiful here. You can see for miles and miles and miles. And then got a creek running down below that goes to the waterfall. And I come from that way you're looking right now. It's just an awesome place, man. I love it. Beautiful day, sun's out. All right, here we are. As you can see behind me, the highest falls in Missouri right there. Nothing's running right now, as you can tell, but if you look down there, it's a long way down there to the bottom. So this would be a cool place to come see when this water's really gushing over it, but camera doesn't do it justice, but it's a long way down. So really cool area, cool rock formations, cool place to bring the kids. All right, so enough of Taum Sauk State Park. I won't film no more here, but it's a cool place with awesome views. All right, time for a little lunch break. So down at close to a place called, I think, Devil's Tollgate or something like that. I'm gonna stop here, cook a little lunch. It's still day one. Some chili mac, some Mountain House chili mac with beef. So in order to do this, I'm gonna use my Toaks Titanium. It's a 550 milliliter pot. Inside it, I have, this is a Fancy Feast cat food stove. You can make these, but I actually bought this for like, I don't know, 10 bucks or something. But it's homemade. It's got like a wicking material inside of it, and you fill it up with alcohol. So like heat, which is like something you put in your vehicle. Put about an ounce of this in there, and it'll burn for, I don't know, 10 minutes, and it'll boil water for you. So what I use is this pot, and just out of foil, I put down a vapor barrier underneath it on a level surface. And out of foil, I also made a windscreen, so we'll put that around the pot as a windscreen. I'm going to add a little bit of the alcohol in there. It won't take much. I only have to boil like three quarters of a cup of water, so not a whole lot for this particular meal. So now I will add my water, and I'm also eating lunch here because there's a stream right over here with running water that I can fill up. So let's get this up to 3/4 of a cup right there. I have a lighter in my pack, but I also have matches that I keep on my stove, so I'm just gonna light this with a match, get it going. And I think it's going. It's hard to tell because it's burned so clean. But yeah, we definitely got some heat pumping now. So put the lid back on, and this will heat up in a matter, it'll start boiling in probably, since it's only 3/4 of a cup, in a matter of no time. So one thing about titanium, it gets really hot, like hotter than aluminum does. So I'll have to use I got some jersey gloves in the side of my pack here I will use to pick it up with and take it off there. You can use a bandana, whatever you want to use, but once this boils, I'll add it to my chili mac, and then I wait about 8-9 minutes and it's ready to eat. So I love these Mountain House meals. They're not cheap, but they're good. And right now I'm actually on a low carb diet, so I'm not eating carbs. But for this backpacking trip, it's hard to find a low carb option for backpacking meals. So diet's on hold for the next couple days while I eat these Mountain House meals. But anyway, just figured I'd check in, show you my cook system that I'm using this trip. Sometimes I use a MSR Pocket Rocket, which is a stove that you connect to a gas canister. But this time I wanted to use this alcohol stove. It's lighter, and it's just a system I wanted to use a little bit. So that's it. Next time I check back in with you, it'll be definitely after I eat, probably when I'm setting up camp. I'm about just a little under 11 miles right now from Johnson Shut-ins. So I'm not going to go all the way there today. I'm going to hike probably about 3 more miles, find a good spot to camp, and then hike the other 7.5 miles to Johnson Shut-ins tomorrow. Spend some time there, hang out, make lunch at Johnson Shut-ins, and then turn around and start heading back. And then camp along the way, and then probably camp one more night. So I'll be out here 3 nights, most likely. So beautiful weather, can't ask for more. Sun's out, loving it. Okay, here it is. This is the Devil's Toll Gate. So pretty cool rock formation you got to walk in between. This is about a mile south of those waterfalls in Taum Sauk, but Devil's Toll Gate. So pretty cool. Just got done eating lunch, but walked through Devil's Toll Gate. Awesome. All right, looking at home for the night. So nice backcountry campsite here. Got a fire pit right there. I'll probably rearrange it a little bit, make it a little smaller. 10.1 miles I hiked in. It's about 3 o'clock, a little after 3. I'm not trying to kill myself, so I'm just gonna set up here. Tomorrow I'll have just a little over 8 miles to get to Johnson Shut-ins. So we'll hike to Johnson Shut-ins tomorrow, and then hang out there, maybe eat lunch, and then turn around and start heading back, make it a couple miles. So probably hike another 10 tomorrow, and then, you know, that would put me at about 12 for the next day. I could hike it out in one day, or I could break it up into another day. Depends on what type of mood I'm in, how my legs are feeling. Feeling pretty good. My feet are a little sore. I have some moleskin in case I got some blisters going on, but right now I'm gonna get camp set up, get a fire going, and just chill and relax. Yeah, so I'll come back and show you guys my camp set up when I get it all done. Okay, so I got my camp set up. There's my war bonnet blackbird hammock. I got a snug pack underquilt, got a snug pack top quilt inside, so that'll keep me warm tonight. Up above it I got a war bonnet superfly tarp. It's in snakeskin, so that keeps it up out of the way, and I won't deploy it unless it starts to rain, and it's not supposed to rain tonight at all, so I don't plan on using that. That'll allow me to lay there and kind of look up at the stars. But so that's my setup. Here's my, man, this video's kind of jumping around. I think it's the image stabilization makes it jump a little bit, but yeah, this is my camp setup. Now I'm gonna find me some firewood, go around, collect some wood, and then build a campfire and cook some supper, some beef stew. All right, I'm out. See you tomorrow. Or I might check in one time before I say goodnight. All right, got the fire going. Beautiful evening. Got some water heating up to make my beef stew. My mountain house beef stew, which is freaking awesome. So tired, put in 10.1 miles today, and again there's my setup for tonight. Got my puffy coat, I'll put that on tonight too to keep warm. But yeah, now it's just time to relax, leaning up against a log on the ground. Good times. All right, last video of the night. Got a good fire going. So beautiful sunset. I can't really see it, but I mean way up in the sky because I'm down below a mountain, but it's really pink, so whoever can get a good view at it must be getting a really good sunset. Got a good blazing fire going. I'm gonna sit here, watch the stars come out, and then go to bed. I was able to get a text in to Tasha, my wife, so let her know that I'm safe and sound. So on to day 2 tomorrow. All right, it's day 2, morning day 2. Getting a late start. It's about 9:50. Got super wet last night. It didn't rain, but everything was wet and damp this morning, so trying to get that taken care of. But yeah, sorry I'm shaking so bad. I drank some coffee. So day 2, I'm gonna be heading to Johnson Shut-In, so I'll see you there. All right, climbing up this hill. We're getting up to like a bald almost. It's real thin here, almost like a meadow. Getting up into the clouds, so it's getting very damp, so I'm soaking wet. Plus I've been climbing ever since I left camp, and so sweating like a pig because it's so humid. But this is a pretty cool area. Figured I'd just show you guys. Hopefully I'll be at the top of this hill soon and start to go down a little bit. Heck of a way to start the morning, man. Huffing and puffing, but it's fun. Really want these clouds to burn off so the sun will come out. All my gear is wet, so I need to, when I get to Johnson Shut-Ins, hopefully the sun is out and I can lay my stuff out to dry a little bit before I pack it back up, because it's making my pack weigh about 10 pounds more probably, maybe more. I don't know, it feels heavy this morning, but it's going good. Making my way up this mountain, if you can call it a mountain. Tasha would call it a big hill, but I call it a mountain. Would be an amazing view if the clouds weren't socked in. But anyway, getting close to the summit of this one. I'll check in later. All right, getting about 1.5 miles from Johnson Shut-In, so getting closer. Trail here is pretty cool. It goes to like a rocky area that's really kind of hard to walk on, but it's really cool to look at. My feet are hurting from walking on rocks a lot. Getting I think the bottom of my left big toe, I'm getting a blister on, but still trucking. My plan is to hike the rest of the way, Johnson Shut-ins, 1.5 miles, dry out some of my stuff, eat lunch, and then I'd like to hike back about 3 miles. There was a campsite at about the 3-mile marker that I kind of liked. I'm gonna try to camp there, and then the next day I'll have a 14-mile hike, about 14 to 15 miles. I could hike all the way out on Wednesday and be done, or I could hike about, split that in half and hike about 8 then 6. I don't know, I may try to hike the whole 15 just to get out and get back home, but we'll see how I'm feeling. If my legs and my stamina feels up to it, I may try to hike it all. If not, I'll spend another night. All right, here we are at the upper Taum Sauk reservoir. You can see, like, behind me, this is where that reservoir broke several years ago, and it created this huge, like, scab down through here. So, and back up there behind me, you should be able to see the reservoir up there. You can see, like, that big concrete structure. So I got to cross this thing. Hopefully it doesn't break again while I'm crossing it. But this is where all that floodwater come down through here several years ago and completely washed it out. Kind of cool. All right, wish me luck. Well, I made it to my goal, Johnson Shut-ins, so can't ask for a much better place to eat lunch. 22 miles exactly to where I'm at right now, so I got 22 miles to go back in 2 days. So I might hike, I'm gonna hike at least 4 of that today yet, and that leaves me 2 9-mile days tomorrow and the next day. So I'm beat, exhausted. If Tasha could come pick me up right now, I would definitely have her do it, but not even gonna ask. Not gonna puss out, but gosh darn it, I want to. So here I am at Johnson Shut-ins. It's an awesome place. Sitting here, got my stove cooking, got some beef stew heating up, and I'll just spin you around. You can kind of see the shut-ins here. Such a cool place. Awesome spot.